Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I apologise in advance that I haven't uploaded in about a month or so. It's just I haven't had the time, I've been busy and I've had no video ideas and stuff like that. Now it's the new year and the Christmas period is over, I do want to try and get a few videos out, like probably once a week, maybe twice a week, something like that. So if anyone has any video ideas that they want me to do, then let me know in the comment section below. In this video though, it might not appeal to everyone, but I thought, because I'm a web designer and developer for a living, I thought I could make this video explaining why custom websites are better than the template websites. So there's a few template websites out there that you can use these days. You got Wix, you got Weebly, you got Freewebs, and the main one that a lot of people seem to use these days is called Squarespace. Now there are pros and cons to using template websites over custom websites, and I'm going to go into them now for you. So number one then is you can have the website created exactly how you want it if you have a custom website. If you go to website designer or developer, then they can do a custom design from scratch, like me for instance. This is what I do, I create a custom design from scratch to completely to how you want it. If you go to these website template places where you pay in, some people even pay £400 for a standard template website, like Squarespace, or a lot of them do monthly payments now, which is between like £10 and £15 a month. So it doesn't really work out, it's not very cost effective that way. You can have it designed exactly how you want. So if you want a black navigation bar at the top of the website, you can have that. If you want, for instance, a rectangle call to action button that says like call us now or something like that, you can have that. If you want a blue one to the left side, a black one to the right side, you can have that. You can have different colours. You can have everything placed exactly where you want it to fit your specifications, to fit what you want. These template websites, you can't really do that. You have set designs, you can't really change where things are placed. Most of it is drag and drop, and most of it is put your own text in. So that's number one. You can with a custom website, you can have it created exactly how you want it. Number two is clean code. I can't describe how much this helps. If you get a template website, if you just download a template from there's ones like W3 Layouts or ThemeForest. Like most websites these days use WordPress, and there's plenty of free WordPress templates out there. But the one problem with that is messy code. A lot of people might not know what that is. It's something in development stages in the back end that you don't see. If you've come across the coding before, you'll know what I mean. Clean code is a vital point in a website, mainly for SEO purposes, so search engine optimization. It really helps with the search engines, so like Google, Bing. They love clean code. If you've got messy code, it's going to be harder to get ranked up unless you're paying for like ads on Google to be top of the Google pages. So clean code is a priority for most website developers. If you have messy code, like most templates do, then it's going to be a lot harder for SEO. Number three is no limitations. If you go to a website like Squarespace, for example, there is plenty of limitations on what you can do with that website. For instance, you can only have text here, you can only have text there, you can only have navigation at the top, you can't have it anywhere else, you can only have a certain style navigation, you can only have a blue coloured navigation, you can have a red coloured navigation, you can have an image here, you can only have an image there, for instance. That's just a few examples. With a custom website, going back onto the first point, where you can have anything how you want it. So with a custom website, there's no limitations. You can have exactly how you want it. You can have a navigation at the top, on the side. You can have an image wherever you want it. If you want an image at the bottom, if you want an image in the footer. There is no limitations with a custom website. You can do exactly what you want to that website, exactly how you want, exactly how you picture it. That's how you can make it if you go to a custom website designer. Number four is support from the developer. So if you go to a custom website developer, then if you run into any problems with your website, you can go to that developer that you've paid or that you've done it for free or whatever, and they will know how they've done that website. They will know how they've developed that website. They will know the ins and outs of that website, so they can help you. With templates, it's very hard to track down the creator of a template if it's like a well-known template. For instance, if you get a template of ThemeForest or something like that, it's hard if you run into some problems to find the developer of the template. I'm sure you can post around forums saying, oh, I've got this problem with this theme, I've got this problem with this theme, etc, etc. But it's so much easier when you have a custom website. You just go to the developer that's done your website and just say, I've got this problem, can you look into it? They'll know exactly how they've done it, they'll know exactly what the problem is, they'll know exactly how to fix it. So number 4 is support from the developer. Number 5 is optimized for SEO. I can't express enough how much SEO is important in a website. Like, you know, you have keywords, you have it's everything for Google, everything to make a business get more clients, more customers. If you're not shown at the top pages of Google, showing like the first, even the first page, the second page, or something like that, it's going to be a lot harder for people to find your website online, and you get business from your website. SEO is a main thing in that. With custom websites, the developer will be doing SEO. You can guarantee he'll be doing SEO, or she will be doing SEO, sorry. Within that website when they're developing it, this is stuff like keywords, like meta keywords. For instance, me, I use WordPress for the majority of my websites these days, and there's a plugin that I use called All-in-One SEO. I've used Yoast SEO before, although I don't use it that much anymore, but I also do you know, things like image alt tags describing what the image is. So if they go onto Google Images and type in an image, then you've got more chance of yours coming from Google Images. They click onto that, they click on visit site, boom, they're on your website. Simple as that. SEO is the main thing in a website's success these days, and a lot of templates won't be optimized for SEO. They won't have the keywords in there, they won't have all the essentials that you need in that template. It's just a standard template, they're giving it out for free, so why are they going to spend a lot of time on it? Now there is a con with some web developers, custom web developers, in the sense that they charge per page. So for instance, you might see advertisements saying, oh, I can design your website for £60, it comes with 5 pages, and then, okay, that's fine, but 5 pages, a lot of websites need more than 5 pages. For instance, I'm working on a few websites at the moment that have probably got 10, 20, 30 pages, like they've got internal pages, so you get to click on this link, oh, then you go down, you scroll down the page, or there's another link that you can click on, then you go to another page, etc, etc, whereas other people probably charge, okay, I'm going to charge you £60 for a 5-page website, and then it's like probably £20 for each extra page that you want. So it's not very cost effective. For me personally, I don't work to any set price. I just my prices start from £200 that I do custom websites for. Some people may think that's extortionate, but if you go to a proper company, you're going to be looking at it in the thousands. I mean, I worked for a company when I first turned 16. I did my first apprenticeship, lasted there 2.5, 3 weeks, I think it was. And I remember my boss there, she was on the phone to someone. Someone rang up inquiring about having a custom website done for, I think it was their garage, like, you know, fixing cars. I wanted a simple website just to display what they do, and she quoted from anywhere from £2 just for a simple website. I'm thinking, me these days, now I've learned more since then. I'll still probably only charge from £200. I wouldn't charge nowhere near that amount. I wouldn't charge anywhere over 500 really, just for something like that. Like I said, there's a few websites that I'm doing at the moment that I'm charging between 200 and 300 for. So some people might think it's extortionate, but considering I take into account how many pages you need, how much work is going to be involved in that, I don't say, oh, I'm going to charge you £200 for a 10-page website, then a page after that is going to be 10, 15, £20 more each for each page. I just tend to get all the information and then give a quote. Just a few more reasons why custom websites are better then. You can get a unique design. If you go to a template website, so Squarespace for example, you can only choose from set templates. Now, okay, if it's what you want, that's fine. But if you want a custom, unique design, a custom website, like designer, sorry, is the way to go, because they can do everything from scratch, exactly how you want it. You get a picture in your head, you describe it, they could do a wireframe, they can design it custom, you can tell what you like, what you don't like, what you change. You can have it exactly how you want. No one else on the web will have the exact same design issue. Whereas if you go to Squarespace or something, if you choose a template, I can guarantee about 95% that there will be another website that's got the exact same template as you. Whereas someone might go onto your website, then go onto the website and oh, they've got the same template. Okay, does it look very professional? It's a bit questionable. So having a custom and unique design, a lot of people want a unique design to for their business. So a unique design is another pro for having a custom website. Another thing is you own the layout. If you have a custom website, you've paid for it, you own the layout. If you go to Squarespace, Wix, Webs, Weebly, places like that, anywhere with a template, you don't own that layout. There's going to be copyrights on that layout, you do not own it because you have not probably paid for it as part of the, or you might have paid for it like you pay on a monthly subscription or something like that, but you do not own that layout because it's made by them, and you cannot, like for instance, take that layout and then set up your own web hosting and use that template because you're not entitled to. With a custom website, you can do whatever you want as soon as you've paid for that. That layout is yours. You own that layout, you can do whatever you want with that layout. You can sell it on if you want to, for instance. You can do whatever you want with it. Again, go back onto a few things that I've pointed out before. Freedom of design. So for instance, you think you have for me a designer, you have a blank white page. You want a navigation going across the full width of the page. You want text here, you want the navigation links on the left, you want it in the centre, you want it at the right. You want a blue banner at the below the navigation bar. You want call me now on the left. You want an emailers on the right. You want a black box here. You want a blue box there. You want an image at the bottom. You want a footer with it's coloured red or something like that. You can do anything you want. You have the freedom of the design. No one can tell you right or wrong. No one can say, oh, you can only do this with this. You can only do this with that. Freedom of design, you can do what you want. Let your imagination shine. There is a few cons of custom websites. One is it takes longer to build. It's sure if you go to a template, it's already done. It's mostly drag and drop. You can just click edit this text, edit this image, da da da. With a custom website, it does take longer. For instance, probably my usual turnaround is probably between 4 and 6 weeks. Or between 3 and 6 weeks, depending on how busy I am. So I'm a freelancer, I work completely on my own. I don't have no help, I don't go to anyone else for help. So I work completely on my own, so my turnaround is usually about 4 to 6 weeks for a custom website. It does take longer because if you think about it, you've got to do the whole design, you've got to make sure the design's ready, then you've got to do all the development from scratch rather than just editing, drag and drop, dragging text, changing the text, etc. And like I said earlier, custom websites can be expensive. It really depends on who you go to and if you go based off reviews, etc, etc. For instance, if you go to the big companies, you know, that are based in Nottingham, London, Manchester, you're looking at paying probably a few grand for a website. But if you go to freelancers, which is probably the way forward these days, you're probably looking at a couple £100, probably somewhere between up to £500, for instance, something like that. Whereas if you think about it, you're paying, I think it's Squarespace charge between £10 and £15 a month for a website. If you think about that, if you're paying for a year, that's going to be like £120 for the year. If you want it more than a year, then you're paying more and more and more. So it's just not, it can be expensive, but you just got to look at the ways around it. Do you want a custom website? Do you want a unique design? Do you want it for life? Because once that website's done, it's yours. You've got it for life. You're not paying monthly for that. You're not paying yearly for that. All you're going to be paying for is probably the all you're probably going to be paying for is the web hosting. So that's my reasons on why a custom website is better than a website template. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, a comment and subscribe to my channel for more content.